8 simple exercises that will spice up your love life. Feel like you need to give your sex life a reboot? If you're a gym bunny, it's likely that you give most of your muscles a fair bit of attention. But there's one group of muscles that don't get talked about enough and certainly don't get enough TLC. Our pelvic floor muscles are crucial, not only for supporting our organs from the bladder to the anus and everything in between, but they can also have a big impact on our sex lives. The stronger your pelvic floor, the better your sex life will be. But how can this muscle help improve sex? Physiotherapist and spokesperson for the Professional Network of Pelvic, Obstetric, and Gynecological Physiotherapists Amanda Savage said, "Vaginal sensation is felt with pressure and deep touch more than light sensations. Sexual pleasure comes from the movement and build-up of friction against the vaginal walls. The vaginal walls are layered with the pelvic floor muscles. Pelvic floor muscle exercises tone and strengthen these muscles, improving blood supply and nerve activity, all leading to greater pleasure. Many women report they are able to reach orgasm more easily, and that their orgasms are more powerful after focusing on pelvic floor muscle exercises. Here's 8 pelvic floor exercises to help you spice up your sex life." Much like a bicep, Amanda explains that there is only one type of contraction that you can do with your pelvic floor. Your bicep muscle has one action: it folds your hand towards your arm, she said. Your pelvic floor has its own special action, drawing in and sucking. It's the movement you do when you're trying to hold your wee or stop yourself from passing wind. The amount of time you're able to hold for will vary from woman to woman, but if you have no dysfunction, the experts say you should aim to hold for around 10 seconds. Christian Bird, women's health physio and owner of the White Hart Clinic, suggests doing this hold 10 times and then doing that twice a day to see the best results. Building up your pelvic floor muscle is not only going to make you feel more confident in the bedroom, but if you suffer from a weaker pelvic floor, this exercise also has the power to make a huge difference to your day-to-day life. Pelvic floor muscles kick in when we sneeze, pass wind, or feel that our bladder might leak. By practicing short, powerful squeezes, we can improve their capabilities and learn to squeeze them in time to cough, keeping our wee in our bladder. Using the technique that you learned in exercise 1, Amanda explains, like all muscles in the body, the pelvic floor muscles can perform in different ways. Practice short, powerful squeezes, 10 to 15 in a row. Draw your muscles in quickly and release, repeating this in short bursts. Now it's time to put that endurance-building squeeze and hold into practice. Physiotherapist and PhD student Kate Luff said, "It's good to know where those muscles are, and then when it comes to your sex life you can decide to have a bit of fun with it. During sex, you can squeeze and try and get your partner to feel it. Use those muscles for some effect, for some fun. The more firmed and toned you are, the more you will feel yourself and your partner during sex, and according to the professionals, this will help to improve your orgasms." Christine explains that one thing that is incredibly important to remember is that releasing those muscles is just as essential as tightening them up. Like some women are unable to tighten those muscles, other women may find it difficult to let them go. It's like if you lift your arm and hold it with a weight to strengthen it, you don't leave your arm up there, you bring it down again, she said. It's very easy to store a lot of tension in your pelvic floor and you can get pains, and your muscles can go into spasms. It can be the result of urinary tract infections, bouts of cystitis, or even stress and anxiety that causes your muscles to tense. But one thing is for certain, it can have a huge impact on intimacy. There's a group of women we see that have pain during sex, and that can be due to an overactive pelvic floor. While suffering from this may mean having to see a professional, there are ways that you can work on this in the privacy of your own home. On your own, you can practice releasing your pelvic floor, Christine said. Try and tighten up your pelvic floor, and if you don't feel much movement there, you may already be tensing. Release your tummy and let that space between your bum bones open out. It's really about feeling your tummy go really floppy. If you're struggling with this, it may be useful to go and see a physio. The pelvic floor muscles